Who came up with this notion that guilt is Jewish? It's not.
Mother's guilt.
Mother's. Yeah. Mother. It's not. Guilt is Catholic. It's not Jewish at all. In fact, in Judaism, you should never feel guilty for a sin. I know it's before Yom Kippur and I'm saying this, but you never regret a sin. I mean, unless it went bad. But if you sin successfully, what are you regretting? The guy says, you know, I ate this non-kosher sandwich the other day. I'd never do that again. Oh, why? Wasn't good? Gave you indigestion? What happened? Why wouldn't you do it again? Oh, no, I'd never do that again. I think you will. And why shouldn't you? Why? Bernie Madoff stole $50 billion. If Bernie said to you, oh, I would never do that again, you got to be kidding. Of course you would, unless you've lost your mind. If you had an opportunity to steal $50 billion, you wouldn't do it? What did they do to you in jail? Why shouldn't he do it? Why? Or in different words, yesterday you couldn't resist the sin. You had to have it. You had to have it. Now you're like, oh, I'll never do that again. You know, you need a doctor. You can't make up your mind. Right. According to the Baal Shem Tov, you never regret what you did. You liked it, it felt good, it was fun. Great. Don't do it again. Why? The Baal Shem Tov said, you never regret what you did. You regret who you did it to. Regret always has to involve another person. You ate a non-kosher sandwich, it was delicious. Have another one. What's your problem? You regret who you did it to. That's a different story. If Bernie Madoff said, you know, I got this really angry letter from an elderly woman, a survivor, went through the concentration camps. She invested with me, and I ripped her off. I would never do that again. That's believable, and that's correct. If I could steal $50 billion and nobody gets hurt, why in the world wouldn't I? Now, who gets hurt? With Bernie Madoff, it's people with their last dollar. In godliness, in Torah, the reason you won't eat that non-kosher sandwich again is because God said, don't eat it, it's an abomination in my eyes. I know you enjoy it, but I can't stand it. So I ate the non-kosher sandwich because I was just thinking about myself. Now that I've stopped and thought about God, I wouldn't do that again. I wouldn't do it to him. Make sense? But if God didn't care, and I like non-kosher meat, why wouldn't I do it? Because I might go to hell? Got to do better than that. So you see, if God doesn't care, and if it doesn't hurt him when I ignore him, then I have no reason to ever feel guilty about eating on Yom Kippur, eating bread on Pesach. As long as I'm not hurting any human being, what am I guilty of? That's why, instinctively, most Jews go to synagogue on Yom Kippur. Not because they want to daven, not because they want to be holy, but because they just can't ignore God anymore. They've ignored him all year, they just can't anymore. And that's the best reason.